Well, right now on In the Loop, we are joined with Jen from Six Flags New England. She's the communication manager up there. Jen, how are you this morning?
I am very well, and thank you so much for having me in the Loop, and I can't wait to share all the new and exciting things at Six Flags New England.
Absolutely. So it's a big year for you guys up there. Obviously, Wicked Cyclone is the big deal. Now,
Correct.
I guess to get started on the Wicked Cyclone project, what was the thought process of closing down the old Cyclone, or how long has this project sort of been in the works?
This particular project, Wicked Cyclone, has been years in the making. We were very blessed to have Cyclone, our wooden classic coaster, in our park. It's a very intense coaster with a tight footprint, and it was actually cutting edge when it was opened in 1983. And to create a hybrid coaster, you truly need to have a specific design that will work with the steel track and the new elements that this coaster will be able to have. And once we realized that RMC could approach us and we could work well together of creating the newest, best, and what we feel is the most anticipated coaster of 2015, Wicked Cyclone was able to do that. And when we retired it, let me tell you, that Cyclone had over 15 million riders in its lifetime. And people were heartbroken when they heard we were retiring Cyclone. But once we announced what we were doing to the ride, they went crazy.
Yes, they can. It's obviously been quite a hubbub there. Now, where are you guys at in the construction process on the Wicked Cyclone?
We're doing very well. We actually in the fall got a very great leg up in regards to construction. Our weather in the fall was actually really great for us, and snow didn't come our way really until the new year. And that's, yes, Mother Nature did hit us hard, but because our team has been so relentless and passionate about ensuring that Wicked Cyclone is open for Memorial Day weekend, we feel we're in a very good spot. We actually have many of the components already built. We have the 78-degree drop, the 120-degree overbank turn, several airtime hills. We're already working on inversion. So really, the progress is outstanding, and we hope to have test cycles within probably the next several weeks.
Well, there you go. Now, if you if you had to give me like the 30-second description of Wicked Cyclone, how would you describe this from somebody that's never been to the park before?
Well, Wicked Cyclone is a game changer. It's actually our biggest capital investment in over 10 years and has over 20 different elements along its 3,000 feet of track. So it's really going to be the game changer where there's no downtime. Riders are going to climb up the hill and head on down a 55-mile-per-hour sustained ride experience, 14 airtime hills, actually more airtime than any other coaster in New England, multiple inversions, and again, there's over 20 different elements. So we really know when guests get back into the station, they're going to say, wow, that is a wicked ride.
Very cool. Now, that's something else I have to talk to you about, because when we sort of knew the cyclone was coming down and all the rumors were out there, we figured it would be, steel cyclone or iron cyclone. But when the announcement came out, it ended up being called Wicked Cyclone, which is, of course, a big New England thing. Can you talk a little about the decision to name it that way?
Yeah, so when it comes to naming attraction, it is never easy. I mean, we really take a pride in our process and ensuring that whatever we name this attraction for decades to come, guests will love it and be able to really kind of connect with the attraction. And being that Cyclone, the original, was so iconic to the New England area, we really wanted to pay homage to the location that allows us to thrive and do what we love and provide guests the best possible experience. And we started thinking of things that are iconic to the New England area and what could we do? And then we came upon the word wicked, and we said, you know what, this is perfect homage to an area we know and love, and even more importantly, describes the ride so well. And it really is going to be a wicked ride. And once we started conveying that in our head, we said this word works perfectly in a multitude of levels, and then most importantly, really connects to our audience and our guests that come from Maine all the way down, to New York. I mean, we are the eastern, the northeast coast of thrills, or theme park of thrills, and that really allowed us to convey that message.
Well, there you go. Now, I think I've seen some pictures on Twitter and things like that of the station. Now, what kind of theme is this ride going to have?
Well, I'm so happy to be able to share with you guys the thematic components of this particular ride. We announced recently that the riders are going to actually be storm chasers. And that's really going to allow our guests to have a immersive experience experience from the moment they hit the queue line. They're actually going to see devastation from a recent cyclone that's hit the area, a crashed plane, a crashed car. These elements will have fog coming out along with lighting. And then there'll be several televisions throughout the queue line process recruiting new storm chasers. And once you step into your chase vehicle and the ride dispatches, you're then going to be swept up in the Wicked Cyclone and see several elements through the ride that really allow you to see the powerful storm that has swept them away.
Very, very cool. And you said it should open around Memorial Day weekend or so?
Yes, we are on track, pun intended, to be open Memorial Day weekend, and we couldn't be more thrilled to get this ride going. I mean, the excitement and energy built around this specific attraction. I've been with the company for 10 years, right here at Six Flags New England, and I'm telling you, there's been nothing like it with on social media and phone calls and emails and all different mediums that we use to really see our guests' excitement, and they are just thrilled that Wicked Cyclone's coming to Six Flags New England.
Okay, now, of course, Wicked Cyclone is not the only Rocky Mountain coaster sort of transformation coming to the Six Flags chain this year. Out on the West Coast, there's Wicked Colossus. I want to hear your best PR spiel of why Wicked Cyclone is the one to go ride this year.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Currently, right now, we're in a poll for Theme Park Insider for most anticipated coaster of 2015. And we are against Twisted Colossus, our sister park, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Absolutely an exceptional ride, and we know that guests are going to love Twisted Colossus. However, Wicked Cyclone has something that Twisted Colossus doesn't. 20 elements, 3,000 feet of track, minute and 30 seconds of nonstop packed fun. And just to kind of give you an idea of what riders will experience, they're going to go down that 78-degree drop, right into a 120-degree overbank turn, and then experience hills, air times, zero-G rolls, outward bank airtime hills. It's just nonstop fun. And that's what sets us aside. So many elements, so little time, it's going to take your breath away.
Very cool. Now, I think one question that's important for our listeners out there, I'm sure they're planning their trips to get up to Six Flags New England this year. Where will a Wicked Cyclone be on your Flash Pass or Flash Pass Gold kind of programs?
That's a great question. Whenever we introduce a new coaster, we want to ensure that all of our guests get to ride it and experience it. So it will be available on our Platinum Pass. However, on regular and Gold, we're going to hold off on that. Normally, for a coaster of this magnitude, it won't be on it for a season or potentially even two, depending on its popularity. And we know that guests are just going to come out and truly want to experience this. But they can definitely get it on the Platinum option. And then once we really get this ride going for a season or two, then we'll be able to open it up to all of Flash Pass.
All right, very cool. Yeah, I had to ask that. You know, the people out there would yell at me if I didn't.
Hey, I get it. And a couple other things just to share with your fans is we are going to, of course, have a photo area on the ride to get those great captured moments. So just like when we have on Bizarro and Batman, we're actually adding another photo location for a coaster, Wicked Cyclone. And then we're also going to be adding a new retail location there. So it's really going to be a thematic experience and then also just a world-class experience located in our north end because all of this is new. And then, of course, last year we added the world's tallest swing ride, New England Sky Screamer, and it's right across the way. So it's a completely revamped section of our park, and guests are really going to enjoy experiencing a whole new area.
Well, that's very cool. I know there's some cool lights on, I think it's Pandemonium out there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great lighting package on that. I mean, New England Sky Screamer as well. I mean, you guys, of course, knowing so well in the industry, rides are so much more than just the physical ride experience. The ride itself needs to have a great theme, great lighting, wonderful sound, interactive queue lines. And now whenever we build an attraction, we're making sure all of those components are included for the rider's experience.
Very cool. Now that's Wicked Cyclone. Now, is there anything else interesting going on with the park this year?
Absolutely. We have a couple of different projects. One that we're really excited about actually is we're adding another enclosed restaurant. Take 6 was a new food venue last year we introduced to our guests, and it's phenomenal. It's make your own sandwiches. It's kind of the Subway concept, but the food is just absolutely phenomenal in regards to creating your own sandwich and design. And also they serve pizza and pasta out of that location. So that will be enclosed and air conditioned. And of course, if there's a moment when rain comes into Six Flags New England, it's a great spot where guests can go and be undercover and enjoy a great meal. Another project we're working on is our classic antique Cars ride, Route 66, is being completely redone, and this attraction is located in Kidsopolis to now be Wild Wheels. And this will allow our kids who maybe can't ride Wicked Cyclone to have a ride of their own new this year with new cars that are jungle themed. There's going to be animals along their journey with sounds and real life looking statues. And they're going to journey kind of this off-road adventure and really feel like they're in the jungle and they've been recruited on this journey through the outback, if you will. So it's really going to be a great jungle themed experience. And we know that kids and adults alike are just going to have so much fun on this newly themed attraction.
Very cool. I like that too. Also, I think it's really great that you're doing something for, every demographic out there, not just the people that are going to go for Wicked Cyclone.
And you got it. I mean, last year we had, the Sky Screamer, prior to that, Bonsai Pipelines, and in 2012, Goliath. We have been jam-packing our park with thrill rides. And that's the backbone of our business. No one can provide thrills the way the Six Flags brand does. However, families alike love coming to our park, and this will be a perfect ride for those, we call them the junior thrill seekers. They're starting to build their way up to mega coasters, and they'll be able to have a great ride this year.
Well, that's excellent news, of course. Now, when do you guys open for the season up there?
April 11th. So we are really close to opening. I will tell you, our maintenance team has been relentless in all of our departments ensuring that our park looks absolutely beautiful for opening day. We're painting, we're repairing, we're looking into the minute details of our theme park operation, and really for the 2015 season, it's going to be a mega year for us, and we want to make sure our guests have the absolute best experience. So they're out there, every day and making sure we're ready for April 11th, and then we'll actually be open for 2 consecutive weeks for Connecticut and Massachusetts spring break. So it's kind of unique for us that we'll actually be opening April 11th and open all the way through April 26th. And then we'll go to weekend operation until Memorial Day. So we're in it for the long haul with 2 solid weeks of jam-packed fun.
Very cool. Well, Jen, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show here. Great to hear about Wicked Cyclone.
This was fun.
Yeah, I'm sure we all can't wait for your new awesome roller coaster to open up near Memorial Day. So I want to thank you very much for coming on the show.
Our pleasure. Anytime. And when we have new information, I'll definitely reach out to you guys and try to give you an exclusive or a tidbit first. So we'll definitely, this is not the last time we'll be on your show.
All right, excellent. We always love exclusives here. Thank you very much, Jen.
My pleasure.